It's a giant, huge curtain above my head, and these guys change shape. Look at that. Hey guys, it's 6 p.m. in the evening and I'm on my terrace. Important point, I don't take my phone usually to my terrace. I just took this to take this video to share a few habits that you can develop during this safe zone time. Habits can be subjective depending on what you want to really improve in yourself, but I've kept these habits specifically to things that is away from the screen time. Okay, it does not require you to look at your laptop or phone. So the habits that I'm also going to share is also going to be based on coming to terrace or an open space if you have a balcony or wherever. So you might be wondering, what do you do alone without a phone? And trust me, I can make a big list of things that you can do. In fact, I'll probably make a list of things that you can do on terrace, but here are my habits, okay? And the first thing is two of my favorite times of the day, sunrise and sunset. And this is one of the reasons I come up. Focus shift, because sunset is so beautiful. If you have a view and you can see different colors of the sky, and sometimes it's red, sometimes it's pink, sometimes it's a mixture of both, and really looking at the sun set down slowly is one of the best things. It might sound simple, but I really enjoy it. So that's my first thing, watching sunrise or sunset. The second thing is cloud watching. I've been having this as a habit for quite a few months now, since the COVID began. I just come up. It's an accidental habit. It didn't happen, with a plan. I came up and I just was seeing clouds move, clouds disappear. I like to identify cloud patterns. There are different patterns, and I like to find meaning and interpretation in the shapes of the clouds. So that's one thing that you can do. For example, you can see these ones. To see, it's a huge curtain above my head. So that would be my second thing, cloud watching. Okay. The third habit that I would encourage you to do is, again, ant watching. Now, teamwork is one of the traits that you can, ants are one of the best species to learn teamwork. Sometimes I even experiment. You drop a piece of chocolate or sugar and you very soon see a few ants joining together, and ants are very wandery creatures. You can keep seeing them as far as it doesn't bore you. Or the same things apply to birds, especially eagles. They fly far away, and just to see where they wander and what exactly they do till they disappear from sight, I keep watching. It's best as far as you don't do fake breaks, right? Now I'll tell you what that is at the end of the video. And what else? I would also say reading books. If you don't have the habit of reading books, I would encourage you to develop the habit of reading books, and especially coming up to the terrace and reading books, right? Because when you get into a story or whatever, and when you want to take a break, look away from the page or book and look elsewhere. It is much better to look at a place like this than just looking at a wall, right? And personally, if you ask me, my experience is that if you give me a choice between reading books and watching movies, for some reason I would prefer reading books, because watching movies is you're watching the interpretation, the imagination of another person, the director of a particular story. Whereas when you read the book, it's your interpretation, and I feel that you naturally would perceive or imagine the story in a way that you would naturally enjoy, rather than seeing somebody else's imagination, unless it is better. than your own imagination. So it's my personal take on this, but do whatever book it is, read it. It's quiet, it's locked down, I mean it's safe zone. So there are few honorable mentions. Try to listen to birds communicating with each other. Sometimes one species of bird from one tree makes noise and immediately you find another tree with the same species of bird making noise. It's like some stereo effect of birds communicating with each other. So a lot of things I've seen, insects mating, if that's what I saw. So yeah, these are a few things that I want to share, but the point is, don't take fake breaks. Fake breaks mean you take a break because you have too much screen time, you do a lot of work in your computer or phone, and then you take a break, you go to YouTube or Facebook or Insta and then scroll down. Those are actually not breaks. It still increases your screen time and adds up heat to your body and eyes. So those are actually not breaks. These are breaks, right? These are proper breaks. Taking a brisk walk on the terrace, and if you do yoga or meditation, you can come up to the terrace and be here for a while. I stay here at least for like 45 minutes. I hope you found this interesting. Do share your thoughts in the comment box below, and let me know if you tried this out. These habits are actually therapeutic. It's really nice to look up at the sky. Before I let you go, just one more point. See, when you do this yoga, at the end of the yoga, you have this corpse pose. You do savasana, and I've heard in a few guided relaxations, when you do savasana, they ask you to picturize vast blue sky, and that is something that gives you peace, right? It's peaceful to imagine that. And why not just imagine, just come up and spend time under the sky. When was the last time you spent time under the sky, watching the sky, things like that. So I would encourage you to do these habits and let me know. I'll see you in the next one.